Hey, hi, I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for October 20th, 2025. Yeah, the scam likely calls were just on it this morning from like 8 o'clock until now. It's early right now. I think I got like 5 or 6. Crazy. Anyways, I don't know. Did I do one yesterday? I may have. Sometimes hard to remember. That's why I make these, so I can remember everything. So, yeah, I met somebody yesterday. It was a really interesting conversation. And I was talking to him about the town and stuff. I never met him before. But he was a nice fellow. Everybody can be nice, but you don't know if they're real or not. But I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt in the beginning. And then I think about the way they were acting, their body movements, stuff like that, I like to backtrack a lot. Anyways, so I was talking to this guy, and I was asking him, so how do you feel about the town? That's what I always ask. Oh, it's a nice town, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm all, well, what about the water? And he's like, oh, yeah, no. They all say that. And I'm like, what about the sheriffs? How are they treating you? And this guy was like, if they like to try to pin stuff on you so they don't get in trouble or so they can get what they want or whatever. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? And he's like, oh yeah, they try to pin that I had drugs and all this stuff, and I don't have that. I don't even do that. And I was like, oh. So when you have something that you want to talk to them about and they don't like it, they will try to pin stuff on you. He said, yeah. I was like, oh, that's crazy. So they can get this person in trouble. And I was like, so that's the games they're playing. I mean, people just talk. I don't know if it's true, but I mean, that's something to think about. And I'm all, yeah, I was like, some people came to my house the other day, kind of look like well-check people. And they're like, oh yeah, they'll do that too. And I was like, what? They'll send people to your home to see if, and they'll come overnight to see if you're like crazy, or whatever. And I was like, what? And I'm all, okay. So that's in my mind. Because, whatever I got going on right here, it's big stuff. It's big. And people will do anything they can to silence the person who found the problem. And, I mean, all I can say is we'll see, right? If they try to, because I don't do nothing wrong. All I do is I go home, I eat, watch a little TV, do some couple readings, and then we go for walks. That is all we do. It's kind of a boring life, but, I post it up anyways. I mean, it's not boring to me. I like it. I like, what I'm doing all day. Relax. I get to cook some, like, good meals because, before I didn't have like stove and oven. It's not gonna bake stuff and make stuff. But not lately. I've just had this feeling like we should go. And so if that person that they sent to my house was one of those weird well checks, which I wasn't even home. How are you gonna check on somebody that's not even home? Then that's something to question. Yeah. Are they trying to do that to me? Are they trying to send people over my house to evaluate me? They're not even a part of my healthcare plan. Like, who are these people anyways? And then I found out that like when they do summons and stuff like that, they usually just send like one person, a sheriff or a constable, usually in uniform. They come, they give it to you, they go. So I don't know if those people were serving me a summons, to be quite honest with you. They didn't leave a note. They didn't, because a summons isn't like, oh, you're trying to evade court. A summons is like somebody who's on the right side, and yeah, I'll go to court. So they shouldn't feel like I'm trying to evade, because I'm not. I think they would evade the person who committed the crime. Yeah, that would be a person who's evading. I'm not trying to evade, so it's so weird over here. But I'm glad I talked to that guy. Yeah. There's another person that told me something about that too. Something like, you know, about letting the problem roll over into, I forgot what it's called. I can't think of it. When like it's been too long, they just drop the case. Somebody told me that in the beginning. And that's why I was like, let me make sure they're working on the case. And that's why I have all those phone calls and the phone recordings and calling everybody and recording everything, because I don't want it to fall into, oh, statute of limitations. That's what they wanted it to do. Plus, they didn't do their investigation, and they wanted it to look like nobody saw or whatever. You know, they're just trying to keep out so much stuff as they could, so it would roll over like that. So, well, I got that hint from somebody. Somebody filled me in on that. And then this guy. So let's see. All we can do is wait for the future to see, right? We don't know what the future brings. But those are possibilities that they might try to do something, because they said that they will even plant something on me if they feel like they need to. We'll see. I don't do no drugs. I don't do no bad things. I don't steal. Hello, stealers out there. I don't steal. And you know, I have this whole channel to show like what I do and everything about me. So like they can't really pick out any crimey or any mental health stuff, you know. They can't. Even though I do have PTSD, it's not the same as everybody. You know, not all PTSD is the same. Not all people react the same way. You know, I got my mind together, but there's other things that bother me. And that's why I don't like to be around crowds or people. I go shopping on weekdays when nobody's in the grocery store, you know, stuff like that. I try to stay away from crowds. I can't go to a baseball game, football game. I can't go to any places like that, because I feel like anxiety, and then a panic attack, and then my high blood pressure. It's that thing. It's not a mental thing, you know. Well, it could be. I guess that is mental. But it has nothing to do with I'm going nuts. No, it has to do with I feel claustrophobic in this area around too many people, and I just need to step away. But yeah, we'll see. Because if that's the case, if they're trying to do something, then let's see if something comes up. Like if somebody comes and tries to evaluate me, or somebody comes to say something about crime. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat already, you know. Anyways, we're going to continue our walk. We're at a different spot. And we're going to go walk around here and see what's happening. But that's all I have for you guys. I'm Mona, Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for October 20th, 2025. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.